In Brooklyn, New York. You are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. I'm Jonathan Perriente alongside my broadcast partner, Joe Leo. We are set for action, Joe, here at the Quad. Brooklyn College Bulldogs will take on the City College of New York Beavers in CUNYAC action. The women's Bulldogs are coming off a very impressive win just 2 nights ago at the Arc Arena. They took on the Baruch College Bearcats, and the women's Bulldogs won that game 90-51.
Yeah, it was really they won it outright. It was a 1-point game actually at halftime. A 13-point game at halftime. There was no really there was not a lot of nobody grabbed the momentum in the first half, and then the Bulldogs came out in a full court press and just took a stranglehold on the game, and it was really Taylor George and Chanel Jamont who overtook the game and left their fingerprints all over it. Chanel Jamont had a double-double. Taylor George, I believe, had 24 points. And that's big because Alex Mugen did not have a good game shooting the ball. She struggled a lot from deep. And don't worry about her. She's going to get her points. She's going to be all well and fine. But Taylor George and Jamont, again, will be the catalyst for this Bulldogs team. Jamont, we've seen it. If she doesn't get in foul trouble, she dominates games.
Absolutely. And, Taylor George and Chanel Jamont were huge in that game 2 nights ago. Taylor George led the way with 23 points. It's been a little bit of an up and down year for Taylor George. She's had a few games, hasn't made an impact. She made a big impact, though, in this game for Brooklyn against Baruch. And that's one of the good advantages to having. If one player doesn't have a great game, someone else can step up for them. And that's what you love to have when you have depth on a basketball team, and that's what Coach Lang loves. He loves depth on his team. He loves to have different players he can rely on at any given time of a game.
Well, and it really came down to defense. I told Zach on the broadcast on Wednesday that it was defense, 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 and that's what won the game. They did a great job in the 2-3 zone. Tytler, for majority of the second quarter, was playing, and her wingspan, she can cover the entire width of the paint. So having her in the middle of the 2-3 zone and then Henshin and Mugen on either side really put the clamps down in the corners. That's one thing on the game that we did on Saturday in Lehman. They weren't doing a great job of closing out in the corners. They did that against Baruch, and I just want to see how much better they can get in the 2-3 zone against City College today.
Speaking of City College, Bulldogs are going to face them here tonight. They come in pretty well. They played a very nice game. They're 8-5 on the year. They've won 2 of their last 3. They're coming off a rough loss to Hunter College. They got dangerous weapons on that team, and we're going to talk about them in a few minutes. Deborah Chan is one of their top scorers, along with Crystal Blair, Ashley Brooks. They've had a tremendous season with these 3, and Coach Jamie Angeli in his 5th year has really done a tremendous job.
I'm really interested to see what they do, and Brooklyn College these past 2 games have done a great job on the opposing team's leading scorer. So hopefully that can continue.
We're certainly going to find out. Few moments away we are from Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball. We will have the starting lineups in a few minutes, but right now we turn to Alan Zaro, who will have the playing of our national anthem.
With
and a very beautiful rendition of our national anthem as we're about set to kick off with the first of two games here at the West Quad Gymnasium. The Brooklyn College Bulldogs taking on the City College of New York Beavers. We welcome you live to the West Quad Gymnasium. Jonathan Perriente alongside my broadcast partner, Joe Leo. And now let's go through the starting lineups for both of these teams. We'll begin with the visiting City College of New York Beavers. First up, Aaliyah McCray, the 5-foot guard junior out of Manchester Regional High School from Paterson, New Jersey. She will start at the 1 wearing number 2. Crystal Blair, one of the top scorers on this very impressive City College team. Number 11, the 5'9" forward sophomore out of William Floyd High School from Shirley, Long Island, New York. Number 13, Emily Arias, the 5'5" guard senior out of the Mary Lewis Academy from Long Island, New York, right on the border of Queens. Ashley Brooks, the 5'10" senior forward from Cardinal Spellman High School from the Bronx. She'll be wearing number 15 and start at the 4. And Deborah Chan, the top scorer on this team, the 5'2" guard senior out of Townsend Harris High School from Flushing, Queens, New York. For Brooklyn College, number 2, Michelle Pena, the 5'5" sophomore guard out of Maspeth High School from Elmhurst, Queens, New York, will start at the 1. Number 4, Alexandra Mugen, the 5'10" guard forward senior from right next door from Midwood High School from right here in Brooklyn, New York. Taylor George, the 5-foot sophomore guard out of Whitehall High School from Whitehall, Pennsylvania. She will wear number 22 and start at the 3. Jasmine Hanchin, the 5'10" senior forward out of Highland High School from Salt Lake City, Utah. She will wear number 25 and start at the 4. And Chanel Jamat, the top scorer for the Bulldogs, the 5'9" forward sophomore out of Leon M. Goldstein High School from right here in Brooklyn, New York. And if you're a coach, Alex Lang, and you love the way the Bulldogs played, Joe, the other night against Baruch, do you expect the Bulldogs will keep that momentum going here tonight?
I do, and it's, again, the catalyst for this team is Chanel Jamat. She goes, this team goes as far as she goes, and the one thing that this City College Beavers team has is a lot of upperclassmen.
We're about ready to go. Zoe Robbins, the head referee, Michelle Liu, and Mike Van Gelder are the officials for tonight. And we are underway as the City College Beavers win the opening tip. Crossing half court with this right now, very slowly. This is number 2, Aaliyah McCray. Fires it down low to the right low post, and a score. Beautiful basket by Crystal Blair, and the Beavers take an early 2-0 lead. Michelle Pena crossing half court. Now at the left wing is Pena, top of the key. Pena down low, tries to get it to Chanel Jamat, overthrew her over her hands. Out of bounds, it'll be Beavers ball. City College will come back the other way. They're in their purple and black and white attire tonight. Left wing, this is McCray. Kicks it out to the far left corner for Deborah Chan. Chan moves inside, right low post, bad shot off the side of the basket, no good. Emma Pena will get the rebound. Pena brings it past half court, kicks it down low to Mugen. Off the hands, but could not be finished there by Jasmine Hanchin. Gets her own rebound. Back out to Mugen. Mugen fires for 3 and a score!
All right.
Alexandra Mugen from downtown. Bulldogs take a 3-2 lead.
Touch pass to start the play and then got the carom off the rebound and just dead-eye 3-point shot.
Mugen, when she has open space, she'll nail those shots every single night. 8:53 to go in the first quarter. It's 3-2 Brooklyn. Top of the key, this is taken by Emily Arias. Far left wing, Chan fires for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Hanchin. Hanchin tries it to Taylor George. It went off the foot for a moment of Arias, but kept alive by Brooklyn. Left point goes Pena. Drives in, shot, no good. Foul is called. Foul will go against Arias. It'll be her first team foul on the Beavers. So a good start for the Bulldogs, going right to the hoop, drawing the early foul. And this is what the Bulldogs are going to have to do, force City College to tip their hand.
Something that they didn't do against Baruch on Wednesday night.
Pena's first free throw is up, and it is good. Brooklyn College takes a 4-2 lead. 8:37 to play in the first quarter. Second free throw for Pena. Shot is up. Pena makes a pair, 2 in a row. Brooklyn College with an early 5-2 lead. City College will now take possession as McCray will bring the ball past half court. McCray calling out a play, looking for space. Pena on her there. Kicks it out to the left wing. It goes to Arias. Top of the key. Right wing to Chan. Chan watched by Pena. Top of the key. It goes to Crystal Blair. Blair spins around. Tries a layup. It's blocked. Rebound taken by Taylor George. George crossing half court. Now at the right wing. Kicks it out to Mugen. Mugen fires for 3, and it's in and out. No good. Rebound taken back by Brooks. We'll hand it off to McCray. McCray crossing half court. Top of the key. McCray kicks down the left low block. Shot is up and it is no good, but a foul is called. Possession was called. Jump ball possession was called. Brooklyn will get possession here with 8:02 to go.
Go figure. Brooklyn starts out in the man-to-man and not the 2-3 zone like I said at the beginning of the broadcast.
Well, definitely Brooklyn changing things up a little bit here, Joe. No doubt about it. Right wing is Mugen. Top of the key, Hanchin. Left wing is Pena. Pena, top of the key, George. George is going to fire for three. Off the rim, no good. And we get a whistle and a loose ball foul is called against Brooklyn College off the missed shot. It'll be their first team foul. It's going to be on Chanel Jamat. So already, Joe, you talked about the foul troubles Chanel Jamat has, and that's already an early foul on Jamat.
It's just a poor foul there. She was out of position. She was boxed out there and went up for the rebound and got the foul. It's just a dumb foul there.
McCray kicks it out to Arias. Now at the top of the key was Crystal Blair. A long three for Chan and a score. Deborah Chan from downtown, and the Beavers tie it up at 5 with 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Right wing, it's McCray. McCray moves to the top. Pena moves to the top of the key. What am I doing with that? Right low post is Jamat. Fires a jump shot and a score. Beautiful shot by Chanel Jamat from the far left post.
If she's going to face up, that's her shot right there.
And here comes McCray the other way, crossing half court now. McCray watched by Pena at the Bulldogs bench. McCray tries to fake around Pena, cannot. Pena calling out another play, top of the key, kicks it out to the left wing. This is Emily Arias. Arias will take a long jump shot off the back rim, no good. It's rebounded by City College, but it was thrown out of bounds by Crystal Blair. It'll be Brooklyn basketball. 6:43 remaining in the first quarter. Bulldogs lead 7-5. Pena crossing half court with it now, right wing. Pena trying to set up a play, top of the key. Pena to the far left wing for Taylor George. Now to the left low post for Jamat. Tries to turn around, spin around, shot off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by City College. It's Chan crossing half court. Top of the key is Chan. Left wing, Chan drives in, shot no good. Rebound off the hands of Brooks, out of bounds. Brooklyn College basketball. Here comes Pena. Pena now at the right wing. Pena, top of the key. We got a whistle. Foul is called on the play. We'll see who it's against City College. Second team foul. And it's again on Emily Arias, so that is her second foul. And very quickly now, City College will be making a change. It's going to be Mara Polk coming into the game. The 5'9 junior from Girona, Spain, from IES Canleo Ronda High School. So we're talking all the way from across the Atlantic in Spain. Shot by Jamat is no good. Out of bounds. Brooklyn College will retain possession.
Look for a three-pointer in the corner here off this inbounds play.
Brooklyn will inbound. Here is Pena. Right point is Hanchin. Hanchin will take a jump shot and a score. Beautiful open shot by Jasmine Hanchin, and the Bulldogs take a 9-5 lead.
That's something we haven't seen out of her from late, is those elbow jump shots, which when she's open, she can knock them down.
Definitely has a great touch when given the time. We get a whistle, and we get a foul called against. We get a player stepped out of bounds on City College there. 5:41 remaining. Pena will throw it all the way down. Down low, Hanchin, and a score. Beautiful pass from Michelle Pena to an open Jasmine Hanchin in the right low post. Brooklyn College now with an 11-5 lead. 5:28 remaining. Top of the key, it's McCray. Now it's Brooks inside the right post. Down low to Blair. It's up and it's good. Crystal Blair with a beautiful finish on that layup attempt. And we'll go to the free throw line as well for an and one. Second team foul on the Bulldogs. It's on Michelle Pena. That'll be her first with 5:19 to play. Coach Lang getting ready to make a substitution. Free throw coming up first. And Coach Lang will make the change right now. Kayla Trembone is going to come into the game along with Grace Martinez Espina. So Pena and Mugen will each take a seat for Brooklyn College. Martinez Espina, Joe, has been a very good spark plug off the bench for this Bulldogs team.
She's the Energizer Bunny for this team. And Her shots are in the corner. She's going to take them early and often.
Free throw there is no good. Jamont gets the rebound. Jamont crossing half court. Jamont far right corner for Espina. Fires a shot off the side of the basket. No good. Espina saved it from going out of bounds, but it's taken by the Beavers. And now it's McCray bringing it down the far right sideline. As McCray will set things up. Now to the right wing for Polk. Polk. Right wing. Polk fires it to the top of the key for McCray. McCray watched on defense by Trembone. Right wing goes McCray. McCray, oh, good steal by Trembone, and now Trembone will take it. Trembone will fire a long pass, but it's intercepted by Deborah Chan. Telegraphed the pass. Right wing goes Chan. Chan thought about a three, didn't take it. Kicks it off to the top for Ashley Brooks. Now back to Chan. Watched by Trembone. Kicks it down low to the right post for Blair. Crystal Blair, the right elbow. Taken away by Jamont. Got a hand in the face. Jamont keeps going. Jamont driving it down low. Whistle. No foul was called as Jamont is down. Jamont is still down on the ground in the back. And we have a timeout as Jamont was hit in the face earlier when bringing the ball up the court. And right now Jamont is a little slow to get up. But she's okay now. The players are helping her off the court right now.
I didn't see anything on her drive, but she did get hit in the face when she stole the pass initially, so maybe that's still lingering.
Coach Lang is going to make a sub. Kelly Teitler is going to enter the game now for Jamont. Trembone will go. Teitler will come on in the game. Teitler, the tallest Bulldog, 6'3", freshman out of Onteora Central High School from New York, New York. Left wing is Martinez Espina. Top of the key for Trembone. Fires it down low to Hanshin. Layup attempt no good. Teitler, though, right there. Can't quite put it home. Rebound almost taken by Hanshin, but McCray was able to corral it, and City College will bring it back up. Left wing, this is Polk. Polk at the far left corner. Top of the key for Chan. Chan moves inside. Far left corner, fires a shot. No good. Rebound taken by McCray. Top of the key. McCray slows things down. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. It's 11-7 Bulldogs. Right wing, this is McCray. Watched by Hanshin. McCray, top of the key for Chan. Left wing for Brooks. Left corner's Polk. Now at the left elbow is Brooks. Fires a jumper and a score. Beautiful basket by Ashley Brooks from the left elbow. And the Bulldogs now lead 11-9. Far left corner was Martinez Espina. Top of the key, Trembone. Now it's Hanshin taking a shot. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Beavers. McCray will take it. Slowing things down. McCray will cross the half-court line. Watched on defense by Trembone. Top of the key. Kicks it down low and overthrew her intended target, Crystal Blair. It's out of bounds. Bulldogs will make a substitution. Now back in will come Alexandra Mugen. Going to the bench will be Hanshin. Substitution also coming in for the Beavers. It's Elizabeth Zulo entering the game. McCray will sit down.
Surprised Alex Lang hasn't had a timeout. We're accustomed to him taking that early timeout, but he hasn't done it so far today.
Well, guess he wants to see where things are. Let's his players figure things out as we go. Left wing Trembone, now to Martinez Espina. Espina drives in with a jumper. Shot is no good. Rebound taken back by Brooks. And Brooks will hand it off to Polk. Polk crossing half court, left wing, watched by Taylor George. Polk at the left wing. Polk, top of the key now, tried to get it down low to the left elbow. It's kept alive by Ashley Brooks. Kicks it out to the left wing for Polk. Polk directing the offense now. Polk at the top of the key. 8 seconds to shoot for the Beavers. Polk tries to get a dribble pass down low. Got it to Zulo somehow, and Zulo got it, plus a foul. Off a broken play, Zulo was somehow able to see it, put it into the basket, and drew the foul. And the Beavers tie things up at 11. Third foul called on the Bulldogs. Team fouls the first on Kelly Teitler with 2:14 to go.
Alex Lang is livid about that defensive possession for the Bulldogs right there.
Free throw is coming up for Zulo. Shot is up, and Zulo could not get it to fall. Teitler gets the rebound and will hand it off to George. George crossing half court. Right wing, kicks it out to the far corner for Trembone. Fires for three, air ball. Rebound taken by City. Chan will take it. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs and Beavers tied at 11. Left point, it's Crystal Blair. Hands it off to Zulo. Zulo, far left wing for Chan. Chan with George on her there. Chan drives in, layup off the rim, no good. Mugen the rebound and immediately flips it to George. George, right wing. George tried to get it to Espina. Foul was called on the pass. Be the third foul against the Beavers with 1:38 to go. It's going to be on Mara Polk. It'll be her first. Janelle Jamad is now coming back into the game for the Bulldogs. Martinez Espina will take a seat. Bulldogs will inbound, minute 38 to go in the first quarter. George kicks it down low to Jamad. Got around the double team, kicks out to the left for Mugen. Mugen drives in with, beautiful one-handed shot, couldn't put it home, but good move by Mugen as the Beavers will take possession back. Right wing, this is Polk. Polk, top of the key for Zulo. Left wing it goes to Chan, fires for three, off the rim, no good. Mugen the rebound. Mugen hands it off to Trembone. Trembone at the right wing. Top of the key, Mugen fires for three, and a score! Alexandra Mugen from downtown, and the Bulldogs go up 14-11.
Always got to be wary of the trailer there, John.
Mugen is moving. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead, under a minute to go. Top of the key, this is Polk driving into Chan. We get a whistle, and Taylor George is going to get called for the foul. Coach Lang is very upset. As you can see, his visibly frustrated on the sidelines.
I don't think that was a foul. I think she poked the ball away, or she just lost the ball. I don't think there was any contact there, but I'm not down there.
Very ticky-tack call in Coach Lang's view. As the Beavers will take possession. It will be Polk inbounding. Polk inbounds it and taken away by Taylor George. And here goes George with Chan on her. George driving in and scores! What a move by Taylor George! Just incredible speed and no quit on that play.
1, 2, 3
Wow.
the hard way. Beautiful. You know, a couple years ago that would have been called a travel. Beautiful Euro step.
Taylor George just drove with a head of steam and put it home. Foul is called on the Beavers. It'll be their first foul on Deborah Chan. George makes the free throw. Bulldogs with a 6-point lead. And Joe, I've always said it, this Bulldogs team, they can go off in a hurry at any point of the game. They can go on a little flurry when the time comes. Kicks it down and thrown away. Mugen will take it and hand it off to Taylor George, and George could not handle the pass. It went off her hand out of bounds. That's a rough turnover for Brooklyn College there.
Just going too fast.
Sometimes they say the game can come to you very quickly. The ball can find its way to you and when you might not expect it. Top of the key, this is Chan. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 17-11. Chan drives all alone and a score. Bulldogs were not back defensively, and Chan drove that easily inside the left post.
Beautiful inbound play from
17-13.
City.
Trembone went off the hands of Mugen as Mugen was gearing up for another open three. And it's another turnover by the Bulldogs. So just after taking a 6-point lead, the Bulldogs have now made 2 consecutive turnovers. Jasmine Hanshin will come back into the game for Brooklyn. Sitting down will be Kelly Teitler. Beavers can hold for the final shot. 15 seconds. Shot clock is off. Bulldogs leading 17-13. Polk flips it down low to number 32. That's Melanie Torres. The shot is up. No good. Bulldogs may have time for one more play. Mugen driving. Mugen throws up the shot. And no foul as Mugen just bobbled the ball, bringing it down the court. And that will do it for the first quarter. Bulldogs do have a 4-point lead. They lead 17-13. But, Joe, it was at the end. There's some sloppy turnovers by the Bulldogs at the end as well.
That's play that we usually see at the beginning of the quarters for the Bulldogs. This women's Bulldogs team doesn't get off to fast starts at the beginning of quarters. They did today, but just a little bit of head-scratching moments at the end of that first quarter there. During this intermission in between the first and the second quarter, I'm sure Alex Lannon will address it, and that'll get cleaned up to start the second quarter.
Well, Coach Lang is already doing that right now as we speak, with his players on the sideline gathered all around him, and definitely some head scratchers that you talked about, Joe. A couple of open passes. Bulldogs couldn't handle a few open passes, and then just a couple of just a little too anxious at times as well. Just kind of bring up the ball, thinking a little bit ahead of the play, and then turn the ball over as well.
Well, on back-to-back, fast-paced transition plays, you can get caught in that mindset sometimes, and that's, I think, what happened there. And we could have had a tie game off those 2 turnovers. The Bulldogs are thankful that nothing came but just a 2-point basket.
We're definitely going to see how the Bulldogs will answer in the second quarter. Fans, you are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. I'm Jonathan Pariente alongside my broadcast partner, Joe Leo. At the end of the first quarter, the Bulldogs leading the Beavers 17-13. Coach Lang will bring his 5 back onto the court. Grace Martinez-Espina will be in there as their 5th player. Pena is back in there along with Jamat and with Jasmine Hanshin. So Taylor George will start on the bench this quarter for now. As here come the Beavers. At the left wing is Mara Polk. Polk kicking it out to the far left for Zulo. Top of the key is Chan. Fires a long 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound taken by Jasmine Hanshin. And we'll hand it off to Michelle Pena. Pena crossing half court. Pena, right wing. Down low to Jamat. Jamat tries to get around the defender and scores. Beautiful. Using the body and drawing the easy layup. And the Bulldogs lead 19-13.
She's lucky she didn't call for a travel there. A little bit of a happy feet as she corralled the ball, but no call.
Right wing, this is Polk. Top of the key for Chan. Chan tries to get around the double team, kicks it out to Zulo, left wing. Zulo watched by Pena. Zulo, top of the key. Zulo to the right wing for Polk. Polk, top of the key. Polk driving in, kicks it back to Zulo. Zulo left wing fires for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Mugen, the rebound. Mugen will hand it off to Pena, crossing half court. Pena, long pass to Espina, fires for 3. Off the rim, and got the friendly roll. Lucky bounce into the net for Grace Martinez-Espina, and the Bulldogs take a 9-point lead.
Home gym, home roll.
Martinez-Espina with a saving Grace 3. Shot is up and no good. Pena, top of the key, back to Espina, fires another 3 attempt, and a score! 2 consecutive 3s in a row by Grace Martinez-Espina. And Coach Jamie Angeli very upset and is calling a very quick timeout for City College, as the Bulldogs now have their largest lead of the game. They lead by 12, 25-13.
When Espina came into the game, I said she'll go from either corner and she'll get them up early and often in 2 consecutive back-to-back bottom from 3.
Bulldogs on an early 8-0 run to start the second quarter with 8.5 minutes to play. And you talked about it, Joe. Grace Martinez-Espina is just a perfect spark plug, energizer bunny, you say, for this Bulldogs team. Just has an incredible ability to find herself on the court, create a shot, and just can inject energy into this offense.
Well, when we talked to her, she said that all she does is she wants to work. She wants to do the dirty stuff. She wants to make the players around her better. And doing that, I mean, it comes out in just incredible ways. And the way that she can shoot the ball from 3, you got to close out in her because she can get going just like Mugen can very early and often.
Absolutely. Back to the action we go here as McCray will come back onto the court for City College. McCray's at the top of the key. Right wing, it goes out to Deborah Chan, and the ball's stolen by Pena on the intended pass. Right wing goes Pena, driving in, throws up a shot, no good. Hanshin tried to save it, could not, and Zulo will take it away. Zulo hands it off to McCray. McCray crossing half court, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading 25-13. Left point, this is Brooks, top of the key. It goes to McCray. The ball is stolen. The pass was intended for Brooks, and Jamat takes it away. Jamat will pass it down to the right for Pena. Pena watched by McCray. Pena, top of the key. Pena bounces a pass to the right low post for Hanshin. Layup attempt, shot, and a score. Beautiful left-handed hook by Jasmine Hanshin, and the Bulldogs take a 27-13 lead.
Bulldogs are not pressing. They came out of the last time out in a full court press. They're not pressing. They're back to the man-to-man.
Right wing, this is Brooks, watched by Jamat. Brooks, top of the key for McCray. McCray drives in. Right wing, long 3 attempt by Chan is off the rim, no good. Rebound Mugen. Mugen will cross half court. Mugen left wing. Mugen's going to fire for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken back by Blair. We get a foul. It's going to be on Jasmine Hanshin. First team foul for Brooklyn in the second quarter. Substitutions coming in for Brooklyn now. It's going to be Trembone and George coming back in. Pena and Mugen will sit. Substitutions coming in for the Beavers. Chan and Polk will sit down. Coming in now will be Madison LaSalle. Madison LaSalle, only one that checks in. Okay. Top of the key. This is taken now by McCray. McCray Tries to get it to LaSalle. LaSalle just was able to get her hand on it. LaSalle, left wing, losing the ball. LaSalle cannot control it. It's kept alive by Crystal Blair. Blair, little turnaround, blocked by Jamat. Great play by Jamat with the defense. Left wing goes Hanchin. Hanchin hands it back to Trembone. Long cross-court pass for Taylor George. Right low post, Jamat. Left wing, Espina. Fires for three, and a score! Grace Martinez Espina. That's 3 consecutive threes for GME, and the Bulldogs take a 17-point lead.
Beautiful sequence on either end. Hounding defense turns into a turnover and then leads to a three-point basket from Espina.
Bulldogs now up by 17, 30-13. Bulldogs on a 13-0 run. Here comes Trembone, driving it down low to Hanchin, layup and a score. Bulldogs on a 15-0 run. Timeout, City College. A full charge timeout as Coach Angeli on that last play just couldn't help but turn his back and with what just happened there. The Beavers are down 19 points. The Bulldogs have come off on a surge since the beginning of this quarter.
It's the same thing as Wednesday. Defense, defense, defense. The way that this girls' team plays defense is hounding. In every sense of the word, they're Bulldogs.
When GME goes for three, this Bulldog team plays loose and free. Remember that little... Oh, actually, it was a good rhyme right there. But yeah, but it's very clear when Grace is on the court, this Bulldogs team just took on a whole different element to their offense. It's incredible.
Well, where she made her last three on that wing, she actually was the catalyst for the turnover, coming in on the back end of the double team for Pena, tipped the ball away, and then Jamont just, as the defensive anchor in the paint. But there's something about this team when Espina is on the floor, it just clicks.
Really does. You just really have to love the way this Bulldog team plays. And you definitely like the adjustments they made from the first quarter. It was not a good start early, but since the second quarter began, this Bulldog team just went on a complete tear, and they're now on a 15-0 run.
And they're coming out in the full court. They're coming out in the full court press again. This is something that they turned to in the third quarter on Wednesday, and it worked wonders for them.
When you have a good lead, then it's good to implement that type of defense. Absolutely. And the Bulldogs already are doing that right now. McCray brings it up. Gets around the triple team of the Bulldogs. Kicks it out to the left wing for Zulo. Zulo, top of the key for McCray. Espina on her there. Left wing it goes out to number 34. That is Imani Butts. Kicks it out. Almost lost by McCray, but kept it alive. Top of the key, Zulo. Left wing for Butts. Butts moves in. A travel is called. There are no ifs, ands, or buts when you travel.
There's no... City College is just in a rut right now. Nothing's going right for them. They've had some open shots at the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter, but they're just not falling.
Left wing, this is Jamat. Jamat, top of the key for Hanchin. Hanchin drives in, now out to Trembone. Trembone driving in with a shot off the front rim, no good. Whistle, a foul is called. It's an offensive foul going against the Bulldogs. It'll be their second team foul with 5:19 remaining in the second quarter.
It's the third time somebody who was boxed out jumped and got whistled for an over-the-back call or a push.
And those are going to get called very frequently.
Every time. Every single time.
You get a whistle. A blocking foul now is called against the Bulldogs as City College was bringing the basket up. And Martinez Espina will get called for that. It's going to be her first. Bulldogs now with 3 team fouls, 5:17 remaining in the first half.
Look at Alex Lang on the sideline there. He's saying, be aggressive, don't foul. We're up huge, don't foul. Why are we fouling here? Play aggressive defense, but play hands off.
Zula will take a seat. Mara Polk comes back in. Ball was thrown out of bounds. Brooklyn College basketball with 5:16 remaining. Bulldogs leading 32-13. Bulldogs on a 15-0 run. And Coach Lang is calling a quick timeout. Going to be a 30-second timeout as Coach Lang wants to talk things over a little bit.
There's that timeout that we're accustomed to. Something went wrong, and he's going to nip it in the butt right away.
That's how Coach Lang likes to do things. He sees a problem, he wants it immediately fixed. And for Brooklyn College, they have a good lead, 19 points, still 5:16 to play in the first half. And right now, you talked about how City College is looking right now. Ever since the first quarter, City College just looks completely lost and out of sorts right now.
They're taking open threes, they're just not falling. And there was a couple of possessions at the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter where they were open, they just didn't fall. And if they did, it's a completely different game. The man-to-man defense is porous at times for this women's team, for Brooklyn College. And moving forward, if City College can get those threes to fall, we're looking at a completely different game.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. We're right now back to the action here, and we're going to see if the Bulldogs will take possession from right in front of the Beaver bench. And it's Espina taking the pass from Taylor George. Top of the key goes Espina. Kicks it out to the left wing for Trembone. Now at the left post is Jamot. Right wing, Espina fires a long three. Off the front rim, no good. Jamot able to corral the rebound. Jamot kicks out to the top of the key for Taylor George. George kicks it out to the left wing for Trembone. Left wing is George. Long cross-court pass to Espina. Top of the key, Pena. Down low to Hanchin. Hanchin had a shot blocked. Good ball movement there by the Bulldogs to find the open shot. But it will be Beavers' ball with 4:42 to go in the first half. Top of the key, this is McCray. McCray to the right wing for Brooks. Brooks watched by Jamot. Top of the key, McCray. McCray watched by George. Left wing is Brooks. Fires a jumper and a score. Good basket there for City College. Ashley Brooks puts it home, and the Bulldogs lead 32-15.
Brooks looks really comfortable in those catch and shoot at the high post there.
George at the right corner, top of the key for Trembone. Trembone kicks it out to the far left wing for Espina. Top of the key, Trembone. Right wing, it goes to George. Fires for three. Shot is off the side of the basket, no good. And City College will take possession. At the right wing, this is Madison LaSalle. Top of the key for McCray. McCray. Top of the key, it goes to Butts. Butts driving in. Shot is up, no good. Foul is called. It'll go against Brooklyn. That will be their fourth team foul. Fouls against Grace Martinez Espina, so that's number 2 now on GME, as the Bulldogs are one foul away from being in the penalty, and going to the line will be Amani Butts. Amani Butts, a 5'5" guard, freshman out of Brentwood High School from Islandia, New York. Free throw is good. Alexandra Mugen will come back into the game along with Michelle Pena. Trembone and Martinez Espina will take a seat. Second free throw coming up for Butts. Bulldogs lead 32-16. Shot is up. And Butts misses the second shot. Mugen will get the rebound. Mugen will hand it off to Pena. 3:45 to go in the first half. Right low post goes Hanchin. Shot is blocked. Ball went off the hands of... It looked like it went off the hands of a Bulldog, and it was out of bounds. Hanchin was last to touch it.
Ashley Brooks has a knack for blocking shots. I think that's her third block shot of the half.
Absolutely right. Deborah Chan is now back in there for the Beavers. Going to the bench will be Madison LaSalle. Top of the key, McCray. 3:34 remaining in the second quarter. Down low, layup attempt, and a score by Amani Butts, going right to the low post. And the Beavers now trail 32-18. Left wing, this is Taylor George. George, left wing for Jamot. Down low, fires out to Mugen. Shot is up, it's no good. 3-second violation was called on Brooklyn College. And now City College taking some points off the board after putting an end to the Bulldogs' 15-0 run. Now the Beavers are on a 5-0 run.
Get the ball to Brooks. She's your main playmaker on offense out of that high post. And we've seen a pass for a layup and a couple of easy shots from the high post.
Right wing, this is being taken by Chan. Now at almost the right elbow is Brooks, top of the key. Left wing, this is taken now by McCray. McCray drives in the right low post, blocked shot, no good, fell down. Brooklyn will take possession. Here comes Pena crossing half court. Pena drives it inside to George. Back out to Pena. Whistle, and we have a foul called. Traveling violation is called against Pena. So now that is 3 consecutive trips. Bulldogs have turned the basketball over with 2:49 remaining in the first half. McCray will take possession, crossing half court. McCray, Pena on her there. Left wing it goes to Butts. Butts, right wing for McCray, left wing for Polk. Polk, top of the key, Chan. Chan, right wing. Chan loses the ball and taken by Taylor George. Bulldogs have a 2-on-1 break. George, down low to Hanchin, and can't put it home. George, though, right back on the rebound. Whistle, foul is called. So the Bulldogs take advantage of the turnover, go 2-on-1 and draw the foul. That's the first foul of this period against the Beavers. It's going to be on Butts. It'll be her first with 2:22 to go, and Taylor George will take 2 shots. First free throw is up, and it's good. Bulldogs lead 33-18, putting a quick end to the 5-0 run of the Beavers. Kelly Teitler now comes into the game replacing Jamont, and Trembone will come back into the game replacing Michelle Pena. Second free throw coming up for Taylor George. Shot is up, and it's good. So Taylor George makes 2 in a row. Bulldogs lead 34-18. Here comes McCray crossing half court. McCray left wing. McCray, right wing Chan. Inside to Hanchin, stolen. Hanchin, long pass to George. George drives on in and a score. Beautiful.
Beautiful pump fake.
Just love the play. Hanchin with the unselfish pass and finds a wide open Taylor George. And the Bulldogs are back up 36-18. Back up to the left wing goes Polk. Polk, top of the key for McCray. Long three for Chan. It was blocked on the shot. Taylor George gets the rebound. Minute 45 remaining. Right wing to Mugen. Mugen fires for 3 and a score! Alexandra Mugen from downtown. And the Bulldogs go up by 21. Bulldogs up 39-18. A minute 30 to go in the first half. Right wing to Butts. Drives it into Brooks. Lost it. And it's Teitler got a hand on it but lost possession. Whistle. Foul is called on the play. We'll check the foul. It's against Brooklyn College.
I think it's Taylor George.
And it is. Second foul on George. Minute 22 to go. The Bulldogs now have picked up their 5th foul and are over the foul limit. Minute 23 to go in the first half. Bulldogs leading 39-18. Deborah Chan will take the free throw. First shot is up, and it is good. Bulldogs now lead by 20, 39-19. Crystal Blair will come back into the game for the Beavers. Butts will sit down. Grace Martinez-Espina getting ready to check in for the Bulldogs. As Chan is getting ready for her second free throw. Shot is up. Chan makes a pair, and Espina will enter the game. Chan will also go to the bench as well. Emily Arias comes back in for City College. Bulldogs will bring back in Espina. Top of the key is Trembone. Trembone kicks it out to the left wing for Martinez-Espina. Top of the key, right wing, Trembone. Trembone down low to Teitler. Teitler with a layup. Shot is a little too strong. Kept alive by Hanchin. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Possession will go to the Beavers with a minute 2 to go. Monty Butts will inbound. Excuse me, that's Arias will inbound. Left wing to Polk. Left wing for Brooks. Top of the key. Almost stolen. Ball was almost taken away. Now it is taken away by Trembone. Trembone driving in with a layup. Shot is a little too strong. Trembone gets her own rebound. Can't put it home. Bulldogs fight for the loose ball, but a foul is called with 43.5 seconds to play. And Kelly Teitler just picked up her second foul.
It's an unnecessary foul right there.
Yeah, and City College taking points off the board. Still 43.5 seconds to play here in the first half. Going to the line will be Ashley Brooks. She'll have 2 shots. First shot is up, and it's no good. Bulldogs have gotten great contributions tonight from Taylor George, contributions from Mugen and from Grace Martinez-Espina, 9 points each. Hanchin has pitched in with 6. Shot is up, and it is good there. Second free throw is good from Brooks. Bulldogs lead 39-21. 40 seconds to go. At the right wing is Trembone. Trembone looking for space. Top of the key for Teitler. Teitler to the left wing for Mugen. Mugen, top of the key for Hanchin. Kicks it down to Teitler. Teitler will take a shot. Traveling violation is called on the pass. And now the turnovers once again are beginning to come back for the Bulldogs here. Coach Lang visibly frustrated. Shot clock is turned off. City can hold for the final shot. Top of the key is McCray. Kicks it out to the left wing for Polk. Polk watched by Trembone, excuse me. Top of the key for McCray. Watched by Pena. 10 seconds. And the ball is stolen and taken by Trembone. Bulldogs have a 2-on-1 break. Bounce pass to Espina. Back down to Trembone. Layup attempt, no good. Mugen gets her own rebound, can't pin it home. And that will do it for the first half. Bulldogs with a couple of attempts there to finish, but could not. But at the end of the first half, the Bulldogs with a 39-21 lead over the Beavers as the Bulldogs came in and outscored the Beavers 22-8.
It comes down to the lack of turnovers at the beginning of the quarter, and at the very end of the quarter, just sloppy play. You can't have that, especially with the opportunity to push it to an above 20-point lead. Just having City College stay around could be dangerous as we go into the second half.
You definitely have to be careful. This City College team is 8-5 for a very good reason. And the Bulldogs do enter play 4-1 in CUNYAC play, just behind the College of Staten Island. CSI remains undefeated after beating the Bulldogs here at the Quad about a week ago. But right now, at the end of the first half, it's the Bulldogs 39, City College Beavers 21. And we're going to see how the Bulldogs will bounce back. It'll also be very interesting to hear from assistant coach Carrie Gehring what she has been seeing from the Bulldogs. And right now, you were right about that, Joe. Did it feel like the Bulldogs at the end of the quarter kind of ran out of gas a little bit?
I think they were just looking towards the second half and they were just moving too fast. They had at least 5 opportunities to try to stretch this to a 20-point lead. And, I mean, a couple misses in transition, easy layups, a couple of follows that didn't go all the way, and then a couple of fouls and turnovers that you just can't have. For a team that's played as well as this women's Bulldogs team has played, they have moments where it's just bonehead stuff that is easily fixable and should be fixable for a team of this caliber.
Absolutely. And, if you're Brooklyn, while you're happy with taking the 18-point lead, you absolutely felt like this lead could have been more than what it is. Bulldogs will have some time in the locker room to think about that as they go into the second half. I expect the Bulldogs will come out with even more energy in the second half. I expect the Bulldogs to clean up those mistakes from the first half and really try to implement them into the second half.
What's something you might see is the full court press. They did it against Baruch on Wednesday. They came out in the full court press and turned the momentum of the game completely on its head and just took it over from there on. And if you're City College, get the ball to Ashley Brooks in the high post. That's something that has worked well for you, and she is clearly a playmaker, and you've had success on offense with the ball in her hands.
Absolutely. As now we have just been presented with the stats for the first half. Brooklyn College shot 14 of 38 from the field, 36.8%, just below 37%. Bulldogs 6 of 13 from three-point range. Mugen and Grace Martinez-Espina went a combined 6 for 10, which is very impressive. Bulldogs 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 23 rebounds. Bulldogs had only 8 turnovers. City College had double that, 16.
And it turns to the points off of turnovers, and it's 39 points off of I believe it's 15 points off of turnovers.
Yeah, that's about roughly what it was.
And that's really the game right now. It's the ability to turn the basketball over, get in the transition. That's where this team is at their best. That's why they go to the full court press at points to try to create turnovers, pressure burst pipes. And it's easy point opportunities. We've seen Martinez-Espina in the corner a couple of times and Mugen in transition as well. But it comes down to the lack of it's discipline. It really is discipline, and that's what you see at the end of the quarters. They need to be more disciplined because this game should not even be close at this point.
Well, we'll definitely see what adjustments the Bulldogs will make come the second half. I expect to see some big changes in the second half if you're Brooklyn College, without a doubt. Right now, Grace Martinez-Espina, Alexandra Mugen are each leading the way with 9 points. Hanshin has 8 points. Taylor George with 7. And you just love how the points are spread out for the Bulldogs. Only 2 players have not scored yet. But I expect that number will also change in the second half. That's Teitler and Trembone. I expect those numbers each to change. But if you look at City College, Bulldogs have held Ashley Brooks to just 5 points. 5 points, just 7 rebounds. Deborah Chan, only 7 points. Crystal Blair's been held to 4 points. And you're seeing really just not a lot of good chemistry on the Beavers side. They're only 8 of 25 from the field. They're 1 of 8 from three-point range. And they're 4 of 8 from the free throw line, and they've only gotten 2 offensive rebounds to their 16 total rebounds they have.
I mean, and that's another good thing about Brooklyn College. They're limiting the amount of possessions that a team can get. Just getting a rebound off of a miss, allowing it just to be one and done, and to get back into your offensive zone is a recipe for success. But getting the ball into Brooks' hands, and allowing Deborah Chen to keep shooting. She gets shots up. She's 1 of 7 from the 3-point range, and going at Brooklyn College. When you get the ball into the high post, Jamont foul more often than not. When you drive, she fouls you. That's why she's been in foul trouble for so many of these games. So that's a good way to turn the momentum back onto your side if you're City College. And it really is Brooks. From what I've seen in the first half, she is the primary playmaker for the Beavers.
We're going to see what the Bulldogs will do. We'll see what Brooks does in the second half. But for right now, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back in a few moments. When we come back, we will hope to have Carrie Gehring joining us for the second half, give her thoughts on the first half performance, and then we'll be on to the second half here at the West Quad Gymnasium. You're watching Bulldogs basketball, your home for everything Brooklyn. All right, not bad. Yeah, definitely sound better this go around. Sound a lot more, Still, don't be afraid to. No, don't be afraid to say it. Sorry about a few of my cheesy rhymes.
Hey, it's fine. Whatever works.
That Saving Grace 3 was kind of just out of my head. I don't know. But then like the 3 by GME, I kind of like GME. That's that worked. What's up?
The tripod is horrible. It's broken. You still have it on the Bulldog day, so I can see if I can fix it.
Yeah, it's on the Bulldog. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, this.
It's like wiggly?
It's like wiggly, and then when I leave it alone, it's just like sideways. I don't know, it's weird. You see? So
Yeah.
it's like when you performing the game, it's like you're wobbling. So I don't know.
Too bad we only have 2 tripods though.
Unless I told him if he could give me the other one.
Right now?
I don't know if he'll give it to me right now.
I don't think you can.
No?
No.
Is the tripod loose or something? Or?
Yeah, you see it's this part.
Yeah, it's shaking.
You think maybe we're gonna turn it around?
If you want to try, good.
You still have
Yeah,
it on.
you can do whatever you want.
Just see what you can do to repair it.
Yeah, because I don't like.
Yeah, it's
Oh, careful with the wire.
Careful with the wire.
Oh.
Let's see if we can fix the wire first.
Like how, like. Oh, you see it was loose.
It's loose.
Yeah,
Let's hope now that. All right, that looks tighter now. Okay.
way excited, huh?
All right.
Because if not, forget it.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Oh my God.
The video.
No, it's good that we saw this now. No, it's good that we
Yeah.
spotted this now. All right. We'll go back in about 4 minutes.
That was great. Now it looks better, right? But it was like going sideways. We got a low staff today. Low staff today.
No, I think they're right here.
No, because yeah, but usually, there will be like 4 of us, and we will be able to switch our, I mean, yeah, I'm an extra one, but I'm saying though, like, you guys.
Oh, because
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
now we have 2 of them.
Because, well, hopefully there's not a lot of people, there's not, because, Alex is going to something with the kid, with a girl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So let's see. Then, hopefully not too many boxes. And now I'm going to have to just be like, it's trying to be the whole thing. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, the game is over.
see if you can switch with one of them when your hands are tired.
Oh yeah, I have to stay open right now because he said around 6 they're gonna call.
So you guys have
I wanna make sure I'm
the
able to.
YouTube channel?
Oh well, the first thing is just go to YouTube and then search for Brooklyn College page, and then they should be able to see one of those videos. Or if they look up,
Brooklyn College?
if they look up the title, you just look up the title Brooklyn College versus City College, January 11th. Yeah, look up the whole game.
Yeah, I wanna make sure I don't miss that call. Alex will kill me. He'll be like, man, I told you to watch your phone. Because he gave him my phone number, so I wanna make sure I'm on top.
Domino's? What?
Huh?
Domino's?
Well, I don't know. He just said whatever phone number calls you, pick up. I think he told me he said pick up. He's like, don't miss that call. So I wanna make sure I'm on top of it.
We're waiting for. We want to try to get Carrie Gehring up here if we can get her on the mic. She should be coming out in a second. Just need somebody to get her. See if we can bring her up here. Usually she should be up here, but she's all the way down there. She's right down there, the one with the blonde.
I don't think she's gonna come up because of the time.
Well, if we do it quick, we could. But if it's yeah, we're not gonna do it.
By the time she walks,
Yeah. No, because we made her do that at Lehman, and she had to wait until the court cleared a little bit. Oh, thank you. Ah, there we go. All right, let's go back on, I guess. Let's go on then. All right, let's go on. Yeah, we'll go on now. We're ready. Okay, whenever you guys are ready. And we're back at the West Quad Gymnasium. I'm Jonathan Pariente alongside my broadcast partner Joe Leo. At the end of the first half, the Brooklyn College Bulldogs leading the City College Beavers 39-21. It was a good start for the Bulldogs early to start, Joe. Good defense, made some turnovers, and the three ball really took off in the early portion of the second quarter. Bulldogs went on a 15-0 run, and so far they have not looked back.
No, and it's been really the three ball all year. Ride or die on the three and adjust accordingly if it's not dropping like we saw on Wednesday. But I expect the second half to be more of the same. A lot of three-pointers, a lot of transition off of turnovers, and just pedal to the metal, go, go, go style of offense.
And we're definitely going to see if the Bulldogs will keep that momentum going here as both teams come out from this second half. City College got off to a good start to begin the first quarter. They struggled in the second quarter. Bulldogs did make some mistakes that kind of let City College come back into the game a little bit. And definitely City College is 8-5 for a reason. They're not one of those rollover teams. They're going to come out here. I expect a lot of energy in this second half. And you can't assume, no matter what your lead is, that City College is out of this game.
No, they're not a slouch. They are 8-5 and they're 4-2 in conference for a reason. And it's not like they haven't been playing good basketball. It's just a matter of communication on the offensive end. And if they clean those couple of things up, they have a good offensive system. So I expect a very competitive second half from City College.
Absolutely. As we're about getting set to begin the second half, be curious to see what the Bulldogs will come back out with. I would assume they'll probably stay with the same five that they began the game with. And we're about set to begin. Brooklyn will take possession to lead things off. Now, I mentioned before the half that I expect the Bulldogs to come out with a lot more energy in the second half. And that's exactly how they started the second quarter. Let's see if they do the same thing to begin the third quarter. Bulldogs are going to bring back their starting five. So it's back to Jasmine Hanchin, Chanel Jamat, Alexandra Mugen, Taylor George, and Michelle Pena. City College will go back to their starting five of Ashley Brooks, Crystal Blair, McCrae, Arias. Shot is up and no good. And on a three-point attempt to start, Mugen is fouled. And that will be 3 free throws for the line for Ali Mugen. Oh, no free throws. It'll just be...
Wow, they called it on the floor.
It's on the floor, not on the shot. So Mugen will inbound. First foul is called. It will be against the Beavers. It's against McCrae. It'll be her first. Top of the key goes Pena. Down low to Hanchin. Layup counted and good. Beautiful basket by Jasmine Hanchin. Ball was thrown a little bit ahead of the play. No delay of game warning, but here we go. 41-21, Bulldogs ahead. Jasmine Hanchin with 10 points. Right wing, this is taken by Brooks. Brooks kicks it out to the left wing. Driving it down low, this is Polk. Polk inside to Brooks. Layup attempt is no good. Brooks got her own rebound. We get a whistle. Traveling violation is called against City College with 9:24 remaining.
And it's City College coming out in the press to start this game, to start the second half.
Here comes Pena handing it off to Chanel Jamat. Out to Pena, left wing. Far left corner is Mugen. Back to Pena. Down low to Jamat. Right wing for George. Taylor fires for three. And a score! Beautiful shot by Taylor George. And the Bulldogs now go up 44-21.
Spurs-esque ball movement. Beautiful. Nobody had the ball for more than 5 seconds on that possession.
Taylor George, that's just what we call a tailor-made three. Here comes McCrae, right wing for Arias. Shot is up from three, no good. Brooks Blair trying to get the rebound, loses it. Pena will take it. Pena crossing half court. Pena kicks to the left wing for Mugen. Mugen, long cross court pass to George. George fires for three, off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken back by McCrae.
Looked like that ball was tipped on the three-point shot.
McCrae crossing half court, left wing. It's taken there by number 5. That is Mara Polk. Top of the key, McCrae. Now it's at the top of the key once again for Brooks. Brooks, jump shot is off the rim, no good. Rebound Mugen. 8:13 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs with a 44-21 lead. Left wing Mugen, right side inside the left low post to Hanchin. Jamat with a beautiful finish from the left low post and scores.
It's a dangerous entry pass, but it worked out, and a beautiful touch pass to Jamat for the score.
Bulldogs leading by 25, 46-21 with 7:50 to go. The top of the key, this is McCrae. It's taken away by Hanchin. Hanchin with George all alone. George just managed to save. No, George stepped out of bounds. Brooklyn College turns it over. A good play by the Bulldogs, but George just took one too many steps out of bounds. And it'll be Beaver ball. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. Crossing the half-court line, this is Aaliyah McCrae. Top of the key now it goes to Crystal Blair, right wing for Mara Polk. Polk, right low post to Brooks. Brooks turnaround shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound Hanchin. Hanchin at the right sideline, crossing half court. Hanchin hands it off to Pena. Pena, left post to Jamat. Long inside comes George. Thought about a three and take it. Took a layup shot instead. No good. Jamat gets the rebound. Jamat around the double team and is fouled. Jamat with good play, not quitting on the play. Drew 4 players on her and then drew the foul.
Great footwork in there, not to travel, and the old school drop step to draw the foul.
You talked about how good Chanel Jamat is. The ability to create her own shot is tremendous.
And we haven't seen it much today, but the ability of her in the open floor as well off of defensive rebounds.
Jamat will go to the line, will take 2 shots. First foul called, by the way, against Brooks. Free throw is up, and it is good. Jamat puts it home. Bulldogs with a 47-21 lead with 7:10 to play in the third. Second free throw coming up for Jamat. Shot is up, and it's good. Jamat makes a pair. Bulldogs now with a 27-point lead. McCrae will take possession, crossing the half-court line. McCrae Left wing. Top of the key, this is Crystal Blair. Right wing to Polk. Polk. Top of the key, now it goes to Arias. Left wing for McCray. Whistle. Foul is called. We'll check the foul. It's on Brooklyn. And it's going to be against Jamat. Second foul against Jamat with 6:54 remaining.
That's just arms tied up, battling for position. That's not a fault of her. It's just arms and limbs.
Yep. Inbounded by Polk. Brooks with 3 defenders on her and almost turned it over. But top of the key, it goes to Arias. Left wing to McCray. McCray tries to get around George. McCray had it stolen by Jamat. Jamat passes it down to George. Taylor all alone and a score. Taylor George puts it home and the Bulldogs take a 50-21 lead. Crossing half court, this is now McCray, right wing. McCray watched by George. Right low post to Brooks. Brooks trying to get around a triple team. Now at the top of the key for Arias. Ball was deflected off the hands. And, no deflection. It went just clean out of bounds. And it will be Brooklyn ball with 6:13 remaining in the third. Kayla Trembone will enter the game. Grace Martinez-Espina and Kelly Teitler will come into the game. Jamat, Hanchin, and Mugen will each take us. Mugen's still in there, excuse me. So it's Hanchin, George, and Jamat taking a seat for Brooklyn. Inside goes Hanchin, kicks it out to Grace Martinez-Espina. Right wing, here's Hanchin, takes a long shot. Got the friendly bounce and in. Beautiful shot by Jasmine Hanchin. And the Bulldogs take a 52-21 lead.
The Beavers have just been leaving Hanchin open in that 10 to 15 foot range, and she's nailing them right now.
And when you give Hanchin any time, she's going to make those shots. Left wing. Brooks will take a shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by Mugen and hands it off to Trembone. Trembone crossing half court, top of the key. Trembone out to Mugen. Mugen fires for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken by McCray. McCray off the hands and stolen by Mugen. Mugen hands it off to Trembone. Trembone crossing half court. Trembone driving in, layup, no good. Rebound, Teitler almost had it, but could not corral it. Pena was the one who took the seat earlier. My apologies there. Shot attempt from Arias is no good. Trembone will bring it up.
Great communication by Espina right there, pointing out the trailer.
Right wing, this is Mugen. Mugen thought about a 3, didn't take it. Top of the key for Trembone. Left wing for Grace Martinez-Espina. Right wing pass, it's tipped but taken by Mugen. Top of the key goes Trembone. 4:37 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs leading 52-21. Bulldogs have 7 seconds to shoot. Mugen took a 3, it was blocked. Ball deflects out of bounds though as Ashley Brooks just did not pay attention to the loose ball, and that gave Brooklyn a free possession.
Teitler has to be worried about the 3-second call in the paint. She's been camping in there the last 2 possessions.
Substitutions now coming in for Brooklyn. Jamat is going to re-enter the game for Hanchin, and City College will be making a full 5 swap. So entering the game now will be Melanie Torres, Amani Butts. In will come Ani Fredman. And finally, Madison LaSalle along with Elizabeth Zulo. So a full 5 substitution for the Beavers. Bulldogs will have 5 seconds to shoot. Long 3 attempt for Mugen. Air ball as Mugen was knocked down, almost hit the back of the chair. Teitler was able to save it but couldn't put it home. Rebound taken back by the Beavers with 4:19 to go. Crossing half court. Right wing. Here's Butts, jump shot, off the side rim, no good. Ball is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn ball, 4:09 remaining. Taylor George will come into the game now for the Bulldogs. She will replace Allie Mugen.
This is an interesting 5, especially in the front court for Brooklyn College, with both Jamat and Teitler in the game.
Crossing half court with it now, this is Trembone. Trembone directing the offense, kicks it to the left wing for Grace Martinez-Espina. Long cross-court pass to Taylor George. George inside right low post. Jamat takes a jump shot. No good, but a foul is called. That will send Jamat to the free throw line with 3:53 remaining. Fouls against Melanie Torres. It'll be her first. 3rd team foul on the Beavers. First free throw for Jamaat is up, and it is no good. 3:53 remaining. Second free throw coming for Jamaat. Third team foul for the Beavers, just one for Brooklyn. Taylor George with 12 points in this game. Hanchin with 10. Free throw is up, and it's no good. So 2 missed free throws in a row, and Jamaat was able to steal the rebound. Jamaat tries to move in. She can't finish. Foul is called. It's going to be against Brooklyn College. Are they getting Jamaat for this one?
They are. It's the second time she's had a push on a rebound like that, and that's a foul you just can't have.
And now the Bulldogs have to be very careful that Jamaat does not pick up a 4th foul. Here comes Zulo, watched by Trembone. Zulo, left wing for Fredman. Fredman kicks it off to Zulo. Zulo, left wing, top of the key for LaSalle. LaSalle with a jump shot, and a beautiful shot by Madison LaSalle.
That ends a 13-0 run to start the third quarter for Brooklyn College.
And the Beavers put an end to the run, but the Bulldogs still lead 52-23. At the top of the key, this is Trembone. Left wing to Martinez Espina. It's it inside to Jamaat. Jamaat tries to make a move. Jamaat almost lost it, but got it out to Trembone. Now to Tytler. Tytler will take a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken back by Melanie Torres. Bringing the ball down is Fredman. Fredman drives inside, left wing. Beautiful block by Jamaat. It's deflected out of bounds. It will stay Beaver ball. 2:47 remaining in the third quarter. Substitution coming in for Brooklyn, 2 of them coming in. So Pena and Mugen will re-enter the game. Trembone and Jamaat will sit. Coach Lang wanting to be very careful Jamaat does not pick up another foul. Here's Melanie Torres for 3. Shot at LaSalle for 3, no good. Rebound by Torres. She couldn't finish. Rebound is taken by the Bulldogs. Mugen all alone. Mugen and a score. Beautiful finish by Alexandra Mugen. And the Bulldogs go up 54-23. That gives Mugen 11 points. Just under 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 54-23. Right wing, this is LaSalle. LaSalle drives in. Shot. Gets the bounce and a friendly roll as the Beavers now trail 54-25. Bulldogs will take possession back as Pena will hand it off to Mugen. Pena crossing half court. Top of the key. Pena. Pena. Top of the key. Out to Tytler. Tytler, left wing for Martinez Espina. Espina, top of the key.
Nobody's cutting.
8 seconds to shoot. Down low to Mugen. Mugen draws up the shot, no good. And Espina to get the shot off, couldn't get it to fall just before the shot clock ran out. But it's taken back by the Beavers. Minute 37 to go.
There was nobody cutting on that possession.
And Taylor George just could not quite corral the loose steal. But good defense by Taylor George. Minute 33 remaining.
With Tyler out of the paint there on that last offensive possession, nobody was in the paint and there was no cutting. Everybody was standing around.
Coach Lang will call a 30-second timeout.
That's probably what Coach Lang is going to talk about. You can't just stand there. You have to have some sort of movement on the offensive end.
That's one of the few times I've never seen the Bulldogs not move around on the court at the same time. Usually the Bulldogs are always moving. You rarely see them play a stagnant offense.
Especially with
that.
Tyler drawing the big out onto the perimeter.
Well, Coach Lang again calling one of those timeouts to nip those mistakes in the butt immediately.
And I'm extremely surprised that City College went away from the full court press. They're down. They need to press the issue and create more possessions for them. But maybe it's the second unit and they're not as strong with the press.
Well, if you look at the Beavers, and they're 8-5. They're having a very good season. But as I'm reading the roster, they don't have too many big players on this team. They're very undersized. You have mainly just a little short of 6 feet. But back to the action, we'll get to that point a little later. Zulo at the top of the key now. Left wing for Fredman. Fredman tries to get around Hanchin. Passes it inside, down low to Melanie Torres. Driving in with a layup shot is no good. Foul is called against Mugen. That will be her first. With a minute 20 to go in the third quarter. That will send Melanie Torres to the line for 2 shots.
You would think with this guard-oriented lineup that City College has, they would be in the 1-3-1 or the full court press for majority of the game, but that's not the case.
First free throw coming up for Torres. Shot is up. No good. Second free throw coming. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Shot is up. And it is no good. Could not get the friendly roll, and Mugen will get the rebound. Bulldogs coming the other way. Shot. The clock has not started. Shot is good from Hanchin. And the clock now started, so the Bulldogs went that whole possession without losing any time.
I'm shocked that none of the refs saw that.
Left wing, this is Zulo. Torres will take a elbow jumper. No good. Off the in and out. Taken by Hanchin. Minute to go now in the third quarter. Top of the key. This is Pena. We get a whistle. Timeout, Coach Alex Lang. We'll call a full timeout. Did not see what happened on that last possession there.
One thing he did, he motioned to Pena and Hanchin, patience, calm down. So maybe it's just about slowing the pace of the game down and not allowing City College to come back in this game. The one thing that's been the Achilles heel all season for the women Bulldogs is foul trouble. So with a couple foul shots here at the end of the third quarter, that could be an issue that he wants to address, as well as the pace of play. They've ran pretty much the entirety of this game in transition, but setting up offensive possessions and using the full authority to just bleed the clock could be a strategy that Alex Lang turns to as we go into the fourth quarter.
Definitely we'll see how that plays out. Right now, both players back on the court for the Bulldogs with 59 and a half seconds left. It will be Brooklyn College basketball. City College getting its players off the timeout momentarily. 59 and a half seconds to play. Bulldogs with a 56-25 lead. Right now, Jasmine Hanchin leads the way for the Bulldogs with 14 points. Taylor George with 12 and Mugen with 11, and Grace Martinez with 9. Top of the key, this is Pena. Pena kicks it out to the right wing, Mugen. Mugen fires for three and off the side rim, no good. Mugen was knocked down, no call. Ball just went out of bounds. It'll be Beaver ball.
They could have called two things there. She was out of bounds, but they also could have called the travel on the rebound.
It's going to be Zulo taking it now with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Zulo, left wing, it goes out to LaSalle. LaSalle has the ball stripped, taken away by Mugen. Hands it off to Taylor George. George to Mugen, layup, and count it, plus a foul. Beautiful finish by Mugen on the 2-on-1 break as the Bulldogs now go up 58-21. Mugen with 13 points and will go to the free throw line for an and one.
Beautiful transition. Picture perfect.
That's one of the good strengths of this Bulldogs team. They are so good at getting fast break points. Mugen will take the free throw. It's up, and Mugen knocks it down. Bulldogs now with a 34-point lead, Bulldogs up 59-25. Foul was called. It'll be against Taylor George. That will be her third. Oh, Pena got called for this foul, not George. So 2 fouls against Pena. Fourth foul, but still foul to give. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 34. Zulo, right wing, it goes to Butts. Butts, right wing, Butts moving in. Tried to throw it behind, almost turned it over. It's kept alive by LaSalle. Shot clock is turned off. We got a whistle. Did the Beavers call a timeout? Referees thought the Beavers called a timeout. Little confusion there, but Beavers will take possession, so it's just a ball deflected out of bounds. Turns it inside to Zulo, 6 seconds. Driving in, jumper is no good. Rebound taken by Mugen, and that'll do it for the third quarter as the Brooklyn College Bulldogs pad their lead some more and now go up 59-25, and again outscore the Beavers, this time 20-4.
We're just seeing a Beavers team that is not on the same page on the offensive end. Too many turnovers, too many players going in one direction and a pass going in the other. It boils down to communication and just staying in the offensive zone and allowing yourself to just talk. There's absolutely no communication, and that comes from the head coach down.
Absolutely. And right now, with one more quarter to go, the Bulldogs can really pad this lead a little bit more. But right now, before we get into that, fans tonight, a reminder, immediately following this game on YouTube.com will be the men's Bulldogs taking on the men's City College Beavers. I will have the call alongside of Ivan Morabel from here in the West Quad Gymnasium. Tonight is also alumni night here at the Quad, so several former Brooklyn College Bulldog alums are right here tonight in the audience for tonight's action and tonight's activities. Two of whom were incredible Bulldogs, Tyshawn Russell and Emil John, both of whom made it into the Bulldogs' top 1,000 scorers club, both of whom were very instrumental components of the Bulldogs' past CUNYAC championship games. And I could tell you when I first broke into these, when we first started the broadcast here back in 2011, Tyshawn Russell and Emil John, there was hardly ever a game where they didn't play the full 48 minutes.
Wow.
The full 40 minutes a game. They were that important to this Bulldogs offense, and sometimes I was just so amazed what they brought to the table every single night they played. Tyshawn Russell went on to lead CUNYAC and also nationally ranked, led with over 23 points a game. So he was very, very well respected as a player, and Emil John was a perfect duo with him along with Kavon Baker.
City College called a timeout there to try to get something, maybe draw up an out-of-bounds play as a deflection off of the first possession for City College. But for the men's game upcoming, two terrible losses, heartbreaking losses at the end there. I'm fascinated to see how they bounce back now that they get home court again.
We're definitely going to find that out for sure, and I think it'll be a telling sign how the men will fare in the second half. Will fare after that one. But I think based on the way this men's team's been built and how resilient they are, I think they're going to come out fighting in this game tonight. I expect them to. But back to the action we go here. 9:52. We just started the fourth quarter. It's Beavers ball. The Bulldogs with a 34-point lead. Beavers will stay with their Bulldogs are going to stay with their bench five. The shot is up. It's no good. Mugen gets the rebound. Will hand it off to Michelle Pena. Pena crossing half court. Try to get a pass inside. It's stolen by Ani Fredman. Fredman kicks it over to the left wing. Now out to the left for LaSalle. Drives it down low. Shot attempt no good from Melanie Torres, and the ball is taken back by the Bulldogs. It's Pena bringing it past half court now. Pena, left wing. Pena driving inside. Layup a little too strong. Hanshin gets the rebound. Layup is no good. A foul is called. It will be against the Beavers with 9:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. Foul's going to be against Melanie Torres. That'll be her second with 9:19 remaining. And Jasmine Hanshin will take two shots. Shot is up, and it's good. So Hanshin gives the Bulldogs now a 35-point lead, 60-25. Second free throw coming for Hanshin. Shot is up, and it's good. Two free throws for Jasmine Hanshin, and the Bulldogs now lead 61-25.
Good bounce-back game from Jasmine Hanshin, leading the Bulldogs with 16 points. She's been up and down this season. It's good to see her back on the right track.
19 seconds on the shot clock for the Beavers. As the Bulldogs now come back the other way, Hanshin with the steal, drives in with the layup and a score. Jasmine Hanshin once again with 18 points, and the Bulldogs lead 63-25. As the Beavers come up the other way. Inside goes Torres, a jump shot. That was by LaSalle. The shot is good, and the Bulldogs now lead 63-27 with 8:30 to go. Top of the key. Left wing Hanshin. Trembone, left wing. Kicks it out, top of the key to Jamat. Jamat at the right elbow, takes a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken by Trembone. Here comes Jamat driving back in. Jamat with a layup. Shot is no good, and they call an offensive charge against Chanel Jamat with 8:11 to go. And now Chanel Jamat just picked up her fourth foul. So now one foul away is Jamont from fouling out of this game with 8:11 to go. Bulldogs still leading 63-27. And taking possession now will be the Beavers. Zulo will hand it off to LaSalle. LaSalle to the left wing. This is taken now by Butts. Butts driving in. Good play by Jamont, watching on defense. Melanie Torres, left elbow shot. It's no good. Rebound by Hanshin. And Hanshin got bumped out of bounds. No call. The ball is deflected out. Last touched by Jasmine. And it will be City ball. Substitution coming in now for the Beavers. Mara Polk comes back in. She'll replace Butts with 7:54 to play. Left wing, this is taken now by LaSalle. LaSalle drives in with a layup. Shot is in and out, no good. Rebound by Hanshin. Hanshin kicks it out to Pena, half court. Now to the left wing is Mugen. Mugen, right low post to Jamont. Tried a shot, it was blocked, no good. Rebound taken back by Polk. 7:33 remaining in the game. Bulldogs up 63-27. Top of the key, this is taken by Polk. Polk, left wing for LaSalle, watched by Trembone. Left wing is LaSalle. LaSalle to Fredman. Fredman, top of the key. Fredman backs up. Fredman at the left wing, kicks it out to the left for Polk. 3 seconds to shoot for the Beavers. And Fredman didn't see how much time was left, and that's going to be a 30-second violation on the Beavers. Just the Beavers took too much time moving the ball and did not see the shot clock expire. Bulldogs will make 2 substitutions. Kelly Teitler will enter the game for Jamont. Grace Martinez-Espina will enter for Michelle Pena. 7:04 remaining in the game. Brooklyn ball. Martinez-Espina hands it off to Trembone. Trembone crossing half court. Right wing. Whistle. We get a foul called on the play. Away from the ball. We'll check the foul. It's on the Beavers. LaSalle picks up her first foul with 6:55 remaining. Mugen will inbound. Mugen looking for space. Mugen gets the pass. Oh, beautiful down low pass to Trembone. Couldn't finish, but Trembone kept it alive. Mugen, top of the key. Mugen to Teitler. Teitler will take a jump shot. It's an air ball. No good. Rebound taken back by the Beavers. It's Zulo. Zulo. Right wing it goes to Polk. Polk, top of the key. Left wing for LaSalle. LaSalle to Polk, right wing. LaSalle, Polk. Polk moves in. Torres now at the right low post, losing the ball. Jump ball is called. We'll check possession. Possession will go to Brooklyn College. 6:25 remaining in the game. Brooklyn up 63-27. Butts comes back into the game for the Beavers. Sitting down will be Zulo. Trembone brings the ball up past half court. Trembone. Left wing for Martinez-Espina. Right wing Mugen. Mugen's going to fire for 3, and it's score. Beautiful shot for Alexandra Mugen.
They had 2 people open on that play. Teitler was on the roll, and then Mugen with an open bucket, and she's money.
This is what Mugen does when you give her the open shot, and there's no doubt she has practiced that three-point shot every single day. Bulldogs now lead 66-27. One interesting note, Mugen, I know of, practices half-court three-point shots in practice, and she can hit those just as good as she hits the regular threes wide open. And she has really come a long way. A year ago, Mugen had struggled with the three-point ball, but she's regained the confidence in that shot this year.
She's got a bright green light as City College throws the ball out of bounds there.
5:36 remaining, and Bulldogs continue to impose their will on this City College Beavers team. City College was coming off a very rough loss to Hunter, losing 66-40. Inside now, this is Miss Martinez-Espina. She'll fire for 3, in and out, no good. Ball's deflected out of bounds, last touched by Teitler, and it will be City ball with 5:19 remaining. Inbounding the ball and taking it now is LaSalle and handing it off to Polk. Left wing LaSalle. 5:12 to go in the game. LaSalle takes a jump shot. It's no good. Rebound by Fredman. Fredman resets. Top of the key for Polk. Polk, right wing. Taken by Butts. Top of the key for Fredman. For Polk, excuse me. Polk will take a jump shot. It's no good. Mugen will get the rebound. Bulldogs will take it. Under 5 minutes to play. Trembone kicks it out to the left wing for Martinez. Ospina. Whistle. We get a foul called. Shot will not count. Foul's going to be called against the Beavers. Amani Butts gets called for the foul. It's her second. 4:47 remaining. City College making some substitutions. Hanchin will take a seat. Emily Arias and McCray come back into the game. Going to the bench will be LaSalle and Polk. Mugen looks for space. Finds a wide open Jamont. Couldn't finish, but a foul is called.
Coach Lang's not happy about that missed layup right there.
But it did draw a foul, regardless of how you slice it. Third team foul, fourth team foul on the Beavers. That's the third foul now to be called on Butts. Oh, excuse me, third foul on Melanie Torres. Jamont with the free throw, and it's good. Bulldogs up 68-27. Jamont now has 9 points. Zambrano now enters the game for the Beavers. Second free throw is up. And Jamont hits 2. So that puts 3 Bulldogs now in double figures. That's 10 points for Jamont. Bulldogs leading 68-27. At the top of the key now is Arias, left wing McCray. McCray right to Arias. Arias to Fredman. Fredman fouled as she was trying to get into the basket. I believe this is going to go against
Tytler.
Kelly Tytler. Yes, it is. And Tytler has now picked up her third foul. Mugen will go to the bench for the Bulldogs now. Taylor George is back in for Brooklyn. Right wing, this is a jump shot by Butts. It's no good. Rebound Jamont, handing it off to Trembone. Trembone kicks it out to the far corner for Taylor George. Cross-court pass to the left wing for Martinez Ospina. Ospina with a jump shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound, and Tytler is called for the foul. That's going to be her fourth. So Jamont and Tytler with 4 fouls each, with 4:16 to go.
And Alex Lang called Tytler over to explain what I've been saying the entire game. If you're boxed out, you can't make a move towards the ball because they're going to hit you with the over the back or the push. And that's the third time that she's done something like that.
And in the meantime now, Tytler is going to take a seat. Hanchin will come back in for Brooklyn. Right wing, this is Arias. Top of the key for McCray. McCray, left wing. Driving it inside. This is Butts. Inside McCray. Top of the key for Arias. Left wing, it goes to Zambrano. Top of the key, Arias. Right wing, McCray. 3 seconds to shoot for the Beavers. And it's turned over out of bounds. Brooklyn College ball with 3:48 remaining.
That's been the story of the game, you know, John, for the City College team, is just giving the basketball away and missing open shots.
And if you're the Bulldogs, you love that the Bulldogs play this tight defense. You like how Brooklyn College forces teams to make those mistakes, to draw the turnover. George will take possession. 3.5 minutes to go. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Brooklyn. We get a whistle. Foul is called. It will go against the Beavers. That will put them over the foul limit. That is their 5th foul with 3:28 to go. Aaliyah McCray got called for the foul. That's her second. And Taylor George will go to the line for 2 shots. First shot is up, and it is no good. So a rare miss at the line for Taylor George. Bulldogs still leading 68-27. Second free throw coming for George. Shot is up, and George misses both. But Jamont right there on the rebound and a score. Beautiful finish. Good anticipation by Jamont. And the Bulldogs now go up 70-27.
There's no quit in Chanel Jamont, even with 4 fouls.
And the ball is stolen. Good steal by Trembone. Gets it to Taylor George. George driving in and can't put it home. Jamont, though, is right there to clean up the mess. Can't put that down. Jamont gets her own rebound. Jump ball is called. Possession will go to City College with 3:04 remaining.
Regardless
70-27.
of what the scoreboard says, Chanel Jamont's playing like this is a one-possession game.
And you love the competitive spirit with that. You love that she plays with that hard-nosed mentality. And the Bulldogs will still have her for another 2 seasons, which is going to be a great sign for this club for the next couple of years going forward.
Her and Tytler are going to be dangerous in about a year or two.
Absolutely. Right wing, Arias takes a long 3 and a score. Beautiful shot by Arias. And the Bulldogs now lead 70-30 with 2:43 remaining. Left wing, Jamont. Now Grace Martinez, Espina, far left corner. Espina drives it inside to Jamont. Layup and a score. Beautiful finish by Chanel Jamont, who now is really getting going now. 14 points for Jamont. Bulldogs lead 72-30 with 2:24 remaining in the game. McCray top of the key. McCray bouncing it to Torres. Right wing, long 3 for Arias and a score. 2 consecutive threes for Arias. And the Beavers now trail 72-33. 2:08 to go. Trembone, top of the key. Jamont kicks it down low, stolen. Here comes Zambrano. Zambrano hands it off to McCray. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. Left wing. Right wing and stolen. It's Jamont. Jamont drives in. Whistle, foul is called as Taylor George went to the post. We'll check the foul momentarily with 1:45 left. City College is over the foul limit. Fouls on Emily Arias. That will be the 3rd foul against her. Taylor George will take 2 free throws now. First free throw's up, and it is good. Taylor George with 13 points. Mugen and Pena come back into the game. Going to the bench will be Trembone and Hanchin with under just 1:45 remaining. 13 points for Taylor George. Second free throw is good. Got the friendly roll. Bulldogs now up 74-33. That's 14 points for Taylor George. McCray, right wing. Watched by Pena. McCray. Right wing it goes to Arias. Top of the key, McCray. McCray. Right wing, Arias. Down low to the right post is Butts. Butts out to Arias. McCray will fire a long 3 and scores. So 3 threes now for the Beavers. Bulldogs still lead 74-36 with 1:14 remaining.
City College is coming alive, but it might be a little bit
Too little, too late.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Pena, left wing George. Threw a bad pass, and it was stolen by Zambrano. And now under a minute now to play in the game. Here's McCray moving in with a shot. It's no good. Jamont gets the rebound to George. George will wisely slow things down. Now moves in, and George scores. Beautiful finish by Taylor George. And the Bulldogs now are up by 40, 76-36. Taylor George with 16 points.
George deked out the defense. I'm going to pull it up. Now I'm going to go right to the hole because you.
Butts down low. Layup is good. Good finish there by Melanie Torres. Bulldogs lead 76-38 with 33 seconds to play in the game.
We're seeing glimpses of what City College's offense should have looked like throughout the entire game, and it's partially why I thought the second half was going to turn out differently.
Pena kicks it out to Martinez Espina. Drives in. Martinez Espina got the bucket, and that puts Martinez Espina in double figures. That's 11 points for Grace. And the Bulldogs now go up 78-38. Shot clock is turned off. City will hold for the final shot. McCray with 9 seconds. Kicks it out to the left wing for Zambrano. Down low and into the basket. Can't get it to fall. Could not get that to fall was Torres, and that will do it. The Brooklyn College Women's Bulldogs take down the Beavers 78-38 and will go to 8-6.
And 5-1 in conference. They're playing as this CUNYAC schedule drones on. The more and more wins you can put yourself in, the better opportunity you're going to see CSI further down the road for a conference title.
You love the way the Bulldogs came out. You love the mentality. Bulldogs did not quit in that second half. It was a slow start to begin the game, but the Bulldogs from that point, from that second quarter on, did not look back.
No, and one thing that has been a catalyst for them and a turning point is when they go to the full court press. They didn't do a lot of it this game, but they went to it for a possession or two, turned the momentum, and got things right back on track. And John, you've alluded to this during the broadcast, but the women's Bulldogs are at their best when they're in transition.
Absolutely. And you love the way the Bulldogs were able to do those plays, getting off the loose turnover, drawing the easy baskets. This is how the Bulldogs, when they are on their game, this is how they have to play against every opponent they face.
And they have been. They've been doing exactly that, and this brand of basketball will just bleed success as we go towards the end of this Kuniak schedule, and just dominating opponents. They have a little hiccup here and there at the end of quarters at points, but they are dominating opponents right
Absolutely.
now. And Jamont, Hanshin, Mugen, it's great to see 4 players in double figures.
Absolutely.
You know you're doing something right with 4 players in double figures. And, I mean, points like this, you can, if you want, work with Teitler in games at the end of it and put the process where she is the next Bulldog to lead this team. She's a freshman. She's going to have that as her career moves forward. But the Bulldogs are playing an incredible brand of basketball right now.
They really are. You know, I talked about this at the very beginning about a few games back. When I said this Bulldogs team was very battle-tested, they played some of the toughest games to start the year against non-CUNY opponents. They faced teams like Amherst. They faced Cabrini. They took on teams like Montclair. They took on really tough teams to really prepare them for the second half of this season. And it's no doubt about it, the Bulldogs have taken that and they have run with this for the second half of the year. And you just love the stretch they've played, and you hope that this continues moving forward. Now, their next game for the Bulldogs will be 5 days from now at the Doghouse at John Jay College in Midtown Manhattan in Hell's Kitchen, New York. So it should be a very good matchup.
I expect nothing less. And if I've seen anything from Alex Lane and his coaching style, it's we're not going to let up. Everything has to be going at all times. And I said it at the end of the third quarter, maybe they're going to let up. They did not in that fourth quarter. And it's a UConn-esque style of play. That's really what I think Alex Lang is trying to preach to these women is let's play like champions.
Yeah. And you definitely want the Bulldogs to continue that stretch. Let's take a look at the stats for today, and very impressive numbers if you're the Bulldogs. 5 players in double figures, 2 of whom got double-doubles as well. Alexandra Mugen, 17 points, 14 rebounds. You had 14 points from Chanel Jamont, 10 rebounds. 18 points from Jasmine Hanshin with 8 rebounds. Almost she got a double-double. And Taylor George with 16 points. And we're going to get a couple of the Bulldogs in here right now. We're going to get Jasmine Hanshin. We're going to get Grace Martinez-Espina. And we're going to get Michelle Pena joining us here. And we'll get Jasmine Hanshin first on the microphone. Jazz in a very impressive game, a great bounce-back game, 18 points leading the way. Talking about how important this was to get a win like this over a very competitive City College team.
It's really important just mostly to get us back in the flow of things. You know, we lost to CSI, unfortunately. Gets us confidence today. We played really well at team basketball. Everyone touched the ball. Everyone was scoring. It was a good win for us.
Talk to me about after the first quarter. Got off to a bit of a slow start, but once the second quarter hit a 15-0 run, and this team did not look back.
Yeah, sometimes it takes us a minute to get started. Lang always has something good to say, motivates us, and then we just play Brooklyn basketball.
How easy is it to have so many different players around you? It never has to be just one player. You had 4 other players that joined you in double figures tonight: Martinez-Espina, Taylor George, Alexandra Mugen, and of course Chanel Jamont, all of whom have pitched in and equally can contribute to this team just as well.
Oh, it's amazing. It's never like, oh, I shouldn't give it up to them. Like, everyone has confidence in each other. We're all around great.
Jasmine, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Going to bring in our next Bulldog right here. And it's going to be Grace Martinez-Espina. Grace, another very impressive game.
Thank you.
11 points, really kind of got the Bulldogs run going, that 15-0 run, really got this team going to start off the second quarter. Talk to me about how you guys were able to rally from that rough start to the game and then just take the game and run with it from that point forward.
Honestly, at that point, it was just obviously we run our X's and O's, but at that point, it was just attack. Coach came into halftime saying, you know, we're doing well, but we could do better. And at that point, it's just play basketball, attack, kick it to the open person, and then overall just have fun with it.
You guys were coming off a 90-point performance against the Baruch College Bearcats 2 nights ago, following that rough loss to CSI. And I talked about this. How much did the first half really kind of give you guys, really prepare you guys so far for the second half? Really kind of a battle-tested mentality, if you would.
I don't know. I feel like that's a tough question to ask. Again, it was kind of going back to what I was saying. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in the X's and O's and just running the plays, but when we just play Brooklyn basketball, attack, and then hit the open person, we're able to get the ball rolling, easy baskets, and then just making smart plays.
Your next game will be 5 days from now against John Jay College at the Doghouse, another team that has really played really good basketball of late. Talking about that upcoming game and how prepared you guys will be for John Jay.
I think we'll be very prepared for it. You know, like you said before, following that loss from CSI, everything we take now is just we're coming in battle tested. We're coming in ready to attack and do the things that we need to do so that when it comes time towards the end of this month, especially going into February, we'll be really prepared to get the job done.
Grace, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And now we're going to bring in the third Bulldog of the game, and it is Michelle Pena. Michelle, congratulations. A great win for you guys here tonight.
Thank you.
We've definitely seen over the course of the season your role has continued to increase coming off as to start with this team. And how important is that for you? You feel like this is like a passing of the reins to you to kind of run the offense as well?
I mean, only being a sophomore and having my role from last year to this year increased tremendously, it's put a lot of, not stress, but a lot of more liability on me. But I just use that as not something to be, feel overwhelmed about, but just push through it, because at the end of the day, like, I'm the point guard and everything goes through me. And if I feel a little shaky or nervous, then my team doesn't believe in me. So I need to know how to just push through everything and just be confident in myself, because that's how my whole team can progress with me.
And we've seen how this whole team really plays. We've seen players like Chanel Jamat. We've seen Taylor George, Alexandra Mugen, Jasmine Hanchin. Talk to me about how comfortable it is to play alongside all four of them, and just to be able to engineer the offense with confidence that anytime I can give these players the ball, and I can have faith in them to spread the ball around.
As a point guard, it's always really good to have confidence and to know that the person you're passing it to is going to produce. And they're going to have confidence not only in you to give it to them, but in themselves to make plays happen. At the end of the day, just because I'm the point guard doesn't mean nothing could go through them. And then having them on the floor gives me the confidence that I know that they got it.
Absolutely. Your next game will be 5 days from now against John Jay. Very important game that is for you guys. Continue climbing up the CUNYAC standings. Talk to me about your expectations going into John Jay just 5 days from now.
We don't really have expectations. Every game, we just have to play our best and keep improving. No matter what the competition is or whose team we're playing, at the end of the day, we have to be consistent. And that's what our team has been focused on recently, is consistency.
Absolutely. Michelle Pena, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And now we will bring in the man of the hour, Coach Alex Lang. Coach, very impressive win, 2 wins in a row. You guys are now 5-1 against the CUNYAC Conference.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how you guys have really bounced back from that CSI game, a 90-51 win over Baruch, and then you come out here today putting up 78 points against City College.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was good, 2 good games for us to get our running game going and really get out in transition. You saw that one stretch in the first half, and then in the third quarter, we really can get out and push the ball and find an open player. When Allie's shooting and Grace and Taylor, we look pretty good out there. So it's a good job.
All 5 of them led the team double figures, 2 double-doubles for Jamat and for Mugen. When all of them get going, just talking about how unstoppable this makes this Brooklyn College team. When all 5 of them are going, it's night and day.
Michelle had 7 assists in the first half tonight, because it's easy when you have all those players out there to get the ball to. But she did a great job moving the ball and finding Grace a few times, finding Chanel, finding Jazz. So good job by her. But yeah, we have a nice unit, and they're playing well right now.
Your next game will be 5 days from now. You will be taking on the John Jay Bloodhounds, a very improved basketball team. Talk to me about how you guys are going to be looking forward to that game, and is that a very important game, as all of they are going
all
forward?
The games are important, but you know, we're looking to improve still at this point in the season. So even though we're trying to win, you know, the Staten Island game was a big one because they'll be one of the top teams in the conference. But you know, we want to improve. So sometimes it's good to lose to learn lessons. You know, and we'll be better for it. You know, we'll be better for it.
Coach Lang, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, John.
And best of luck to Coach Lang and the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. In 5 days from now, they will take on the John Jay Bloodhounds from the Doghouse in Hell's Kitchen, New York. Back with Joe Leo, and really all three Bulldogs and Coach Lang had very good things to say. Very good things to say about where this team's going, the depth they have, and always wanting to improve. Which, you know, sometimes maybe teams would be satisfied with a 78-38 win like today, and then maybe take a day off the next game. This Bulldogs team wants to get better no matter how much they win by, how little they win by. They always want to be getting better.
You could clearly see that on the floor, too, with the timeouts that Coach Lang decides to take and just everything that the women on this team, just every time we interview them, we want to get better. I want to make this shot. I practice this shot all the time. I expect it to go in. They expect perfection here. And being a defending CUNYAC champion, I expect nothing less from a team like this. And it shows every single time they go out on the floor, whether the refs are with them or not, whether the three ball's with them or not, whether the press is working or not. They find ways to just bludgeon teams. And it's impressive to watch.
Absolutely.
It really is.
And you really hope the Bulldogs will continue this going forward. Bulldogs will improve to 8-6 on the year. The Beavers drop to 8-6. Bulldogs go to 5-1 in CUNYAC play. We will be back in about 25 or so minutes from now. We will have the men's Bulldogs here on the court to take on the men's Beavers. I will be joined alongside Ivan Morabel. You are watching Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. We'll be back in a little while with the men's game after this.